But
I'm mostly upset that Matt sent a picture of his fucking blisters.
I hate feet, and I swear I've seen Matt's feet too many times.
Well, my problem is I hate feet, but I love blisters. Hello and welcome to Good Enough. I'm Sam, joined as always by Matt.
Who?
By Matt?
Bye, Matt. No, we're telling you, get the fuck out of here. You know, we're done with this nonsense.
Excuse me, I believe that we came up with titles on our last episode.
Oh, God. Good Enough Guy.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
And Robbie?
Yep, I'm Robbie, mediocre man.
See, Robbie embraces both of his identities, unlike you.
I'm not ready to reveal my identity yet.
Have you purged?
Robbie just revealed his identity.
Yeah, now all my enemies know my family.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
I was
Know
thinking
my loved ones.
that Matt Good Enough Guy had purged Matt from his brain, Superior Spider-Man style. You guys went to E3 and you're back, and I'm glad to see you alive. How are you?
Yep, we just returned.
That was the longest helicopter ride I've ever been on.
Yeah, right. Driving. Yeah, because we flew to Bakersfield and then took the Good Enough bullet train to back home.
So much helicopter traffic.
Yeah,
How was Waluigi as a pilot, though?
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
Good. He knew what he was doing.
He was very passionate the whole time.
Yeah, a lot of wahs.
Yeah, it was just like wah, but like there was nothing happening.
It's like spontaneous wow.
Yeah, so it was hard to sleep. Like, we didn't know if we were going down or
Hard to sleep. How long was the helicopter ride?
I don't know, like an hour.
Oh. That wasn't a funny joke at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was 69 minutes.
Would it just be an hour helicopter ride from? I feel like it'd be longer than that. Like realistically,
Los Angeles to Bakersfield? I'd be surprised if that was in
like half an hour.
I said Bakersfield. That's right. Okay.
I'd be surprised if that was in half an hour.
Serious.
I was thinking to Fresno.
Yeah, Waluigi was just driving. That's what the problem was. He drove. He drove the helicopter.
He was on the freeway.
You know how much more gas it consumes
Fucking
just trying to keep a helicopter level 4 feet off the ground?
He had Michelin tires on it though.
The blades were still going.
No wonder the grapevine was a wreck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
God,
because of that wreck, that helicopter wreck.
How is everyone? I mean, I guess we could shake the. Oh, Matt fell asleep. Matt, wake up.
No, you know what? Let him sleep.
Okay,
I'm tired.
yeah. Are you fluid from LA? Are your arms tired?
We just told you we were on a
No, Waluigi's arms are tired because trying to handle that joystick as much as he'd need to be, he was tense.
It was a Wiimote.
It was a Wiimote, yeah.
It was pretty funny.
It wasn't even a GameCube controller.
So, I mean, we talked about E3 in the last two episodes, but there's some news we haven't talked about, like Fortnite on Switch. You guys have played it, right?
We
Yeah,
have.
a few matches.
What do you think? Does it feel like Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little laggy. Nothing major.
I didn't have any problems with that. My main problems were just getting used to the wider angle.
Yeah.
And being able to like adjust your scopes and stuff. Like I had trouble with that in the beginning, but
You can adjust your scopes? Or?
Well, just like lining up the scope and stuff. Like it would go far to the left, trying to get that down, like that feeling down. But other than that, I didn't have any trouble with it. I got a couple sniper kills, so
The controls are exactly the same. Like they're basically mapped the exact same way.
yeah, I didn't even
But
have to look at them.
But it's confusing. With your hands, it's weird. Like with your hands that far apart, like when you're playing on the console or on the
that happens to
handheld,
me when I'm playing.
It's weird.
Yeah, that happens to me when I'm playing with just the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
And like it's the same controls.
like your hands can't do both things at the same time.
You ever try like cross your hands and then play?
Yeah, I cross my hands, keep them in the system switched, and then I try to play like that.
Yeah, I mean Fortnite for Switch, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Cross-platform on every platform.
Except
PlayStation.
and you can't transfer your PlayStation account over to the Switch.
Nope.
So all that
It's
progress
locked.
that we have gotten over the last 6 months is, I mean, I'm still going to play on the PlayStation,
I mean, I'm only going to play on the PlayStation now.
Yeah.
Because I have no reason to play on the... I'm not going to start over. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not going to.
I can see Fortnite on Switch being great, on the go and stuff when you want to play away from home.
Yeah.
But dude, like, why is Sony so bent on not allowing that cross-platform play?
Because that would open the win. If they did that, they would have to do it across the board.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like they're not going to change it. Like,
No, they're not.
Look at their first comment.
Yeah, their response alone.
Their first response is like a big "go fuck yourself."
Like,
You know what?
We love to hear what our fans think about the way they play their games.
Yeah.
Is that what the comment was?
That was
Yeah.
it
didn't
the
address
official.
Fortnite. It was said we love to hear what our fans are thinking or what our consumers are thinking about
Their gameplay
our
experience.
gameplay experience.
Oof.
That's all it said.
So
Yeah, that's just a big middle finger.
Yeah,
It's just
just a big
they're
go
not
fuck
gonna-
That's
yourself.
just-
You don't like it, go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going to change anything.
oof.
Eventually, because Sony's been they always do stuff like this, and Robbie and I talked about this last night. Eventually, I feel like they're going to do something big enough that's going to piss off a lot of
Everybody
people.
else.
It's funny because when the PlayStation 4 launched, one of the big selling points was backwards.
No,
or
it
not
was-
backwards compatible, but Microsoft had announced that the Xbox One
You couldn't play used games.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
no use games or whatever, or like you couldn't like trade
Like
games.
trade,
and,
yeah.
and then PlayStation, said, "Oh, it's as easy as giving your game to your friend and stuff." And now they're not even allowing cross-platform play, which is bonkers.
Yeah.
Which and everyone else is, which just shines an even brighter light on them.
The
Shine
fact that
bright like a
and
diamond.
it's-
like I could play on my Switch with someone playing on their phone, on their PC, or their Xbox, and not their PlayStation. Like that's
on the
maddening.
mobile cross-platform.
Yeah, mobile's
Yeah,
cross-platform.
everything is-
I had no idea.
In Fortnite, everything
Android
is
and
cross-platform
iOS.
Wow.
except for PlayStation.
Yeah.
So like console players can be playing with mobile players.
Yep.
We've played with
Yeah,
mobile
I've
players.
ran onto people.
Wow, I had no idea.
I've played with mobile players on my PS4 because they're the easiest to snipe. They can't move as fast.
You can always
funny.
tell because like they'll be
Yeah,
slowly
you can always.
turning
Yeah,
towards
they
you.
just like, and then like their clipboard will go down, and then like it's just. But what the fuck ever? I don't care.
I
Like,
mean, it's cool. It's cool that they
kills a kill.
yeah, it kills a kill, bruh.
Ooh boy, you sound like Agent 47.
But and that's too slippery a slope for them to say yes to this and then no to everything else. That
Yeah.
the backlash would be EA levels.
But the
like,
fact that this is the biggest game in the world.
and they
In
don't
the
need
world.
it. Do they need it? Do they need?
No.
They don't need it. They don't need to be cross-platform with Nintendo or anyone else. So they're not. They're not. In my opinion, I don't feel like they would. They will.
No, they won't.
It's upsetting because I definitely would have loved that. Like my PlayStation and play Fortnite on the go with all my shit. Like it's dumb to be like, oh, I want my skins. I want my skins. But I mean,
We've worked hard for the.
I've
Yeah.
grinded for the last 6 months for all that shit.
Well, like, I'd be pissed if like all my Overwatch stuff
Yeah,
just
for whatever
disappeared or
reason.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like I had to start over because I mean that's like dozens and dozens and dozens of hours.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's so much time put in, and I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to start over again.
right. Yeah. Do you think the feedback will be bad enough that they'll eventually unlock that?
No,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
'Cause they've gotten the same thing kind of happened with
Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Oh,
and
yeah,
and it
yeah.
still has not changed.
That's right. Oh man.
Sony takes hard lines on everything like this, like backwards compatibility, because apparently gamers don't want to play games that have bad graphics. That's a quote straight from the CEO of Sony.
What?
Yeah, he says they don't want to do backwards compatibility because most people don't want to play games that have bad graphics.
Wow, that's really dumb.
Yeah,
I mean, it's in this sense
they're so out of touch.
They're just like EA. And well, we didn't. What was the one where? What was their reason? One of their reasons was not allowing customization because that would ruin what the Star Wars franchise is. Like, how could you have a Boba Fett with a different colored helmet and shit?
Oh,
like that.
like modding or
yeah, no, like customization in Battlefront. Like,
Oh.
before like they said like okay, fine. Like that was the reasoning. Like because no one wants to see Boba Fett in a different colored helmet.
Now I want to see Boba Fett in like pink.
That's the exact color example they used.
That's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. Why not?
I mean, it's not, but I can understand why somebody would want
that's
that.
that's a weird thing to champion for.
I'm gonna die on this hill.
Yeah, you
my
will.
stand.
A load.
This is my
yeah.
stand.
A load.
Give me pink Boba Fett.
I mean, there's probably
dozens of pink Boba Fett. shit.
Boba Fuchsia.
I like that better.
that was good.
Fuchsia's
That was good.
Fuchsia's a little darker too. I could get on board with that.
Oh, brother. Have you guys played any Fallout Shelter for the Switch yet?
I have.
And
I started a new campaign and everything. I'm loving it just as much. But you know what's funny? I found myself taking the Joy-Cons off and just using the pad
like a mobile.
like a mobile
Really?
game. I'm not ashamed to say that I think the way they designed it in the beginning to be used on touch with the touch screen and everything is the best way to play it.
Really?
In my opinion. It like highlighting over people with the joysticks and stuff. It seems it takes longer and it seems a little clunky. I'm not saying like oh shit like because I did use it for a long time, but then like I was standing in line for I forgot what line we were in, but I was playing it with the joysticks and I was like I remembered them saying like you could play it mobile like or all touchscreen and everything if you wanted. So I just took them off, put them in my bag, and I just started playing like it was a tablet or something. I mean,
That's kind of like an interesting point about games that are built with a specific platform in mind. So one of the free games on PlayStation Plus this month is XCOM 2. I downloaded it and played it, and I'm like, this is not as good as mouse and keyboard. You know what I mean? Because that was a game built for mouse and keyboard.
yeah, for sure.
And just like Fallout Shelter was built for touchscreen and mobile. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it might also depend on like the first time you play the game, how you originally play it.
Yeah, I've never played it, so I'm
that's
excited to play it.
Have you played it yet?
Not yet. I downloaded it, but I'm still playing.
That's a good
Tropical
point.
Freeze.
Yeah, might be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point because I could see where it would look like it'd be easier, but I just having played for so long
You're
on
basically
mobile.
just playing on a giant phone.
Yeah.
But just because
There's
like,
nothing wrong with that at
Sam,
all.
like Sam
no.
said, that is how I play, and it
That's
just,
that just
like
shows
in
you-
my head, it just makes so much more sense to like just slide over to the dwellers outside the vault, just pick one, drag his ass to a room instead of click, 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 click.
Yeah.
I'm in the vault room. Click, click, click. This guy X. Click, 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 click. Back to this room. Like it's it's just. It seems clunkier.
And that just shows you like how cool the Switch is. That you can
That you
play
can
the
do that. You
Switch
can
in
play like
so many different
Yeah.
ways.
Man, the Switch is fucking awesome.
It really is.
I love my Switch.
And
you see-
I have a bone to pick with Nintendo.
Who is it? Chicken bone? Wishbone?
I took my Switch to E3 and I played it a lot. I played it
You played it a lot more than I did.
a lot, and I didn't get a pin that I played my Switch at E3.
You did it.
Guess who did?
Robbie.
Robbie got one.
Yeah, he sent a picture of it. I brought mine.
Yeah, you want to hear? Okay, so we were standing in line to play Super Smash Brothers, and like I was in front of Robbie, so I was walking up, and then he walked up. He like waited back in line, and he came back. He's like, "Hey, look what I got!" As the guy was gone,
You couldn't get a second one from
He was
Matt?
handing them out, and
or he couldn't like be like, "Hey, Matt."
he was handing them out, and he was like, "I go, do I have to show you my Switch?" And he's like, "Did you bring it?" And I just like unzipped my bag. I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Here."
Yeah, and didn't
Remember-
And then by the time I saw it, he was already gone.
Remember last year, we got those Lego sets, the Lego Dimension sets? That guy was just like walking out of the room?
Yeah.
But we got one for Matt, though, didn't we?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah,
First
yeah.
of all, I talked that guy, and I told him like, "Oh, can I get one more?" And then I phoned one of you guys, like, "Get your ass over here if you want one," because he's not letting me get more than two.
Yeah. Those pins were cool, though. I brought mine. How many Switches did you see at the show?
Oh,
Everywhere.
fuck, dude.
Every time there was a long line.
Look at
there
a
were people sitting
in
on
a
the ground
Nintendo
playing.
line. I would say like 8 out of 10 people had them.
That's so cool.
And
And then in
in
every
every
other
line-
line, like maybe like 5 or 6 out of 10. But yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
They were everywhere.
I love it. I love that.
and it's oh my god, it was just so perfect. Like the Switch. Oh, I was gonna say, did you see like that list of all the games coming out? Third party, whatever.
Oh, for the Switch? No, not yet.
Wasteland 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. See, the like indie game and RPG scene on the Switch has been phenomenal.
That like the RPG, like that's what I need to start getting more into. I'm honestly a lot of the reason I bought a Switch was for those RPGs because I mean, who doesn't want to play an RPG on the go? And
Dude, well, I mean, there's a lot of Square Enix announced that Octopath Traveler, or Nintendo announced it.
Yeah.
Octopath Traveler is coming out in July, right? I'm fucking psyched for that. But they released a new demo for it. Have you downloaded the demo yet?
I haven't.
I played the first demo of it, and it's very good. It's classic Square RPG. So excited for it.
Nice.
So yeah, check that out when you get a
for
chance.
sure.
The demo's free, obviously. but-
They also announced that the new Ubisoft game Trials Rising
oh, nice.
is going to be on the Switch.
The new Trials game.
Yeah. And we played it. It was fun.
Yeah?
That was the first one I ever played. I've played like the cheap ones on like Android, like the apps.
But
never one of the Trials
I've been
games.
playing those like since it was a PSN game and like
Yeah. I remember.
We played the new one. And it was a lot of fun.
I played did the first one come out on Xbox 360?
Yeah, it was
Because it was like an indie game.
Yeah, it was just like a little the equivalent to like a mobile game.
Yeah.
In like the Xbox arcade.
It's
and,
crazy how much it's blown up.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
a full fledged like game. Like
They had
the
a
community behind those games is
Yeah.
huge.
They had a spot
Yes.
specifically for it at the Ubisoft booth.
Did you see? Have you seen speed runs of those games?
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Have you seen the difficult ones where they're basically just bouncing on one wheel
Yeah.
across the whole map?
Yeah.
the other night it took me 72 tries to get across a bunny hop gap that I never got across.
Yeah, I was gonna say you never got it.
Oh my God.
Robbie and I played last night, and he never got across it. When I finally beat the map, I was able to go back and watch him, and it was just him trying to jump over a small gap.
Oh my god.
But it's really cool to see how much support the Switch is getting.
It's doing well, and I love to see it.
Because it makes, like Robbie and I were talking on the helicopter ride home, that like I like Nintendo games, like Mario and those kind of games. Those aren't really Robbie's games. So that he can still have a Switch and still play all these like RPG games and all these. He's not just buying a Switch to play Mario and
Right.
Donkey Kong and Yoshi, and it's cool.
They haven't had
it
this kind
opens
of-
it up to like we were saying it took Nintendo was around for 30 years and only did their thing.
Well,
And now they're allowing every game to come in.
which is incredible. They haven't had this kind of third party support since the GameCube.
Yeah.
And it's it's really great,
And-
like refreshing to see.
And the GameCube,
was-
I never owned one, but
it was
like
great.
it was fucking one of the best of that generation.
GameCube is one of the best like consoles of all time.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what else is coming? Arc.
That's right. I saw that.
I was like,
that's bonkers.
What? That thing could barely. It took like 6 years to get it to run on the PlayStation.
Dude, seriously.
And
I think Switch is going to end up being one of the best selling consoles, I think.
oh,
I hope so.
all
It's,
time.
Nintendo needed a win after the Wii U.
Yeah.
oh, that Paladins game, the
That's out, yeah,
the
yeah.
Overwatch clone, and it has a battle royale game mode.
Oh, does
now.
it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Have you? It's
Paladins Royale or something.
it's free on PlayStation. Have you downloaded it?
I have. Yeah,
I've got it downloaded too. So
I downloaded it just because it's an Overwatch clone. and
we'll have to give it a
Yeah.
shot.
it's
Let's see what
supposedly
it
the
is.
best Overwatch clone.
We've been
though.
playing Brawlhalla.
Yeah,
We haven't talked about
A lot
Brawlhalla.
of fun. I really
Love
like
that
it.
game.
Robbie and I played Black Ops 3 last night.
Ooh.
And within 2 matches, I remembered why I took it back after buying it.
Within 2 matches, I had acquired a total of 3 kills.
I think in the last match we played, I was 2 and 23.
Oh
In the
my
last match we
God.
played, I quit.
Yeah, I was playing and all of a sudden it said, Robbie has left the server. I was like, oh,
Oh, no,
okay.
man. Jesus.
But I
it
can't
was
play those
free.
games. Yeah, it was a free game. I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I kept wanting to get World War II. Ever since it was announced, I was like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna support it and blah blah. Blah. And I haven't. I just don't care.
Yeah, it's
You
hard
know?
to.
And then they announced the Black Ops 4 isn't even gonna have a single player mode. It's gonna.
And I don't care about it at all.
I loved the single player modes.
Oh
No,
no,
he's
I'm saying I don't care
Black
about
Ops.
Black Ops
Yeah,
4.
no, same. I loved the campaigns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if for a long time that was like after I started getting like fatigued on that franchise, like that was what kept me buying them because like they were always good.
Oh
They were
yeah,
always
the
fun.
Modern
They were,
Warfare campaigns were amazing.
Like I mean, yeah, like they were even. I mean, Ghost is I think one of the worst reviewed ones, but like even in that campaign, there were some cool things. You know, like Modern Warfare like set pieces that were like cool and stuff, but.
The set
it's a
pieces were
shame.
always my favorite part.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a shame.
Did you say, Matt, you've been playing Donkey Kong Country?
I have. Last night I unlocked the Secret World 7.
Oof, those golden levels.
Yep. I beat the first one, and the second one I got very angry at and turned my Switch off.
Dude,
That's what I played all week at E3. While we were standing in line, I'd break it out and play.
it's it's like a perfect video game.
It's a lot of fun.
And I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before on the podcast, but like, it's in my top 5 favorite games of all time. That's how much I love this game. It's just when people ask me like, "Oh, what are your favorite games?" and I say Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, I think it kind of surprises them. But like, it's just such immaculate level design, and like the difficulty curve is perfect.
Mm-hmm. And it's I remember I texted you while I was playing playing a level. The music in that game is amazing. Like there's one level in World 2 where you're in Africa or an Africa-like place, and there's like this like jungle music and like dancing, and it's really a
Matthew,
cool game.
don't refer to hip hop as that. That's
racist.
This is not.
Whoa.
That is not cool.
Whoa. Mediocre man, no.
Jesus. Yeah, dude.
It's really cool to see the state of game, and the state of gaming right now, I think, is in a positive place for the most part.
So I was listening to our E3 episodes, and you said that there weren't as many games to play this year as there were in the past year.
No.
And
not as many little games.
right, and that's probably because we're nearing the end of this console generation.
Yes.
And so many of the developers and publishers are focused on next gen.
Yeah.
That is what screamed out at me is because Ubisoft had 5 games to play.
Yeah. They had more games than they did last year. They didn't have that many to play last year.
Yeah, Ubisoft had a lot of games last year.
They had the Mario and Rabbids. Ubisoft had every single game that they announced at their conference to play this year.
Oh, wow.
Every game except
Wow.
Just Dance.
I mean, but there were people dancing.
Yeah, there were people. Literally, it was probably every 45 minutes.
Yeah, they'd have a dance party on stage.
Yeah.
You remember they did that last year. They did it this year.
Was
too.
it? Hold on. Was it as hot in the convention center as it was last
no,
year?
it wasn't.
Dude, it was a fucking icebox.
That's good because I remember walking by the Ubisoft booth and then they would do their dance parties and it was fucking hot in the convention
Yes.
center. All the dancers are like dying. Like,
I still like sweated profusely the whole time I was there.
I felt all right, but like, you definitely could tell.
Yeah, there was a difference.
That it was cooler.
Yeah.
Mainly because you couldn't tell if you were hot unless you were walking around a lot.
right.
Underneath that fucking Ubisoft light that fucking shone like the bat signal straight down on the people
there was a
waiting
light
in
that
line.
just went in a,
Wow.
went in a circle the whole time, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden, like I'd be playing my Switch,
And then-
I'd be right in the middle of a level, and then shoot, and then I cannot see anything on the Switch anymore.
It looked like fucking some like Raiders of the Lost Ark shit, like waiting for the sun to align and fucking.
And it was the slowest moving light,
Yeah.
so it'd be on us for like a minute, just moving past us.
Like when Zuko and Aang are in the Sun Temple and waiting for it to open.
You have
or waiting-
so many references for this.
I mean, there's a lot of like pop culture things.
Yeah.
They use the sun, right? Like,
My oldest went for this. It was like trying to read a sundial.
that's not a pop culture reference. That's like,
Well, it's like I said,
a-
it's my oldest reference for
that's
this.
just a culture dial.
A culture dial?
Culture dial.
I meant to
You
say.
showed me. You showed me. No, you
What
won.
did,
Sam.
what did you mean to
won.
say?
I don't think I want to know now.
No, I meant to say culture reference because I was saying pop culture reference, but you're talking about fucking sundials. Anyways, the culture dial. Oh, that's a very cultured crocodile. It's a
Culture dial.
crocodile with a top hat,
Wearing
A monocle.
or like a crocodile that is an art student.
I was gonna say, is he cultured or culture? As in, like he represents culture, or is he just like cultured?
He's an art aficionado.
Okay.
I don't know why I defaulted to he. Also, anything else that we want to talk about? What have you been playing? We talked about Donkey Kong, Fallout,
Yeah,
Fortnite.
I've been going through a lot of the free
Oh,
games. A lot of
dude.
the free games that have been coming out right now.
Yeah, Brawlhalla. I've been playing the first
Yeah.
Dark Souls. I haven't even talked about that. Like after playing Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, I totally appreciate like the level design in Dark Souls. It's bonkers. Everything is like interconnected and stuff. And like you can run from one end of the way that world loops around on itself is incredible. And I don't know how they designed this world. It's bonkers.
Yeah, the way that their designs must be pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts.
I'm really excited for Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
I need it now.
Samurai Dark. We heard someone say last night. They called it Samurai Dark Souls with a grappling hook.
I mean, that's accurate. I mean, at this point, I'm going to play any game that From makes.
Why has there not been more samurai games?
Well, now there's like a fuck ton of
There's fucking
samurai.
3.
Ghost of
There's
Tsushima looks like it could be the most beautiful game I've ever seen.
It definitely needs more polish.
Yeah, it looked a little clunky.
Rough around the edges.
But like an open world samurai game, sign me the fuck up.
Fucking kidding
Made
me?
by Sucker Punch.
That trailer, like with him standing underneath the
colors.
under the tree,
Yeah.
was stunning.
And then Sekiro. What's the third samurai game? Because
Total War, is that one samurai?
No, well, that is a samurai game, but there were 3 samurai games that all looked similar.
yeah, Sekiro was one.
the Xbox one, Tsushima, and then there was another one that I can't think of. That I was like, fuck, man, because I was like, they fucking buying Sucker Punch's game right now? What the fuck?
Yeah, there's it's the theme for remember a few years ago it was bows and arrows.
Yeah, now it's samurai.
Now it's samurai. But yeah, dude, you're right. It's a good time for gaming, but it's kind of sad to see this generation winding down.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot of good games on the horizon, but I don't know. It's time to look. What do you think next year we'll get the next gen console
I
announcements?
think so.
Yeah.
Which I'm curious what an E3 is going to be like with a console announcement.
Go back and watch them. They're fucking boring as shit because it's nothing but consoles sitting.
No, I mean
in-
as going as to the floor. Now.
No, I know. Go back and watch others. Like for console reviews, all it is just the consoles and hardware just displayed on the floor and like graphic demos and stuff. You're not. I mean, there's not. It's not like they won't have games to show for the current generation.
Yeah.
But when they're I always those E3s are always boring. The one when I was watching them because it's just them showing off their console and it holds this much, it can go this fast, it can, do this, and it's just okay. I mean that's cool. That's look into the window into the future, but I want games.
I mean,
That's right. I saw an interview.
Sorry, one more thing just came to me right now. Nintendo fucking can clean up next year at E3.
Oh,
because they don't have to announce any new hardware.
They don't have to announce new hardware for a decade if they don't want to.
Well, this I saw an interview where someone from Nintendo was interviewed, and they said the interviewer asked, "Where's Metroid Prime 4 and where's the full-fledged Pokemon RPG that were announced for Switch last year?" And they said, when we're ready, the reason that they announced them last year was because it was the first E3 with the Switch, right?
Yeah, they didn't.
And they said that in recent years they've been focusing on upcoming releases, the short term picture. And last year they got more long term because the Switch was so new, and they went switch back to short term stuff this year. So if you look at a lot of their announcements, there's stuff that's coming out this year or early next year.
There's a lot of stuff missing from E3 this year. Borderlands. Waluigi.
Reggie, where's Waluigi?
Do you think they'd change that?
What?
Think they put him in
Do you think they put him in, or
Yeah.
think what?
into Smash?
Do you think they would, or are going?
you
make
think
him
they will?
make him a DLC.
I do.
character.
I do think the fan out cry is going to get too great. It's
Where's Waluigi?
honestly,
Nintendo's probably thinking, fucking Switch killed it this year. We're announcing all these third-party games coming. Fucking free-to-play Fortnite's coming. Paladins is coming. We have all this shit, man. I can't wait till all these fucking fans are just fucking happy with us. Where is Waluigi?
Waluigi,
And it doesn't. The outcry doesn't even make sense.
Because he's never been in a Smash
never
Brothers.
been in a
That's the outcry.
Okay, but everybody's so pissed off about Daisy. Daisy was actually in a Super Smash Brothers game.
She was.
She was in Melee.
She was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daisy was.
You could play as Peach or Daisy.
Oh,
you could
no,
switch them.
that was a skin of Peaches.
But she was Daisy.
I disagree. That's
What is Daisy but a brunette Peach?
wow. That's
They both use their butt
Yeah.
in fighting.
well. That's Peach. They were the same character. They had the same moves. Daisy is their own dedicated
How do
character.
you know why? But we don't even. It's so ridiculous.
It's just
Everyone at Nintendo's like, what?
like the director of Smash Brothers. Remember after was it Brawl? He was like, "I'm done with Smash Brothers." He goes, "Oh, I'm done. I can't. I'm not doing this anymore." And then he did the one for Wii U, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm done now. But they brought him back for this one. He's doing this one. He's all, all right, fine. You know what? Every character who's been in Smash Brothers is in this game.
I bet he was like, there's no way anybody can be upset
Are you
about
fucking
this.
happy now? And then everyone's like, where's Waluigi?
They literally have...
Where's Waluigi?
Honestly, the Nintendo universe does not have that many characters. They have 60 characters in this game.
But no Waluigi.
Like, it's just... It's
you know what's funny? What's the icing on the
me.
cake is that in the trailer, or in that whole feature, the Smash Brothers feature, Waluigi shows up as an assist trophy, and he gets the shit kicked out of him. Like, because he was showing up, you can, as before, you can kill the assist trophies if you do enough damage. And that was showcased with the Waluigi trophy, as if to give a giant middle finger to the fans everywhere. Anyways.
That's just so funny. I love fans of stuff.
Well, sometimes.
But like this kind of thing, it's funny.
You know what'd be funny is
so
like
funny.
if they wind up putting Waluigi in the game as a player or as a character, like that means that the fans hold ultimate control over Nintendo, and like it's just bonkers that they would cave.
You know what I love most of the fact that Waluigi's not in it is the fact that Ridley is
the dragon.
I know who was pining for Ridley.
There's a 9-foot dragon in it, but not.
And Ridley, and technically Ridley has been in Super Smash Brothers before.
Yeah, she was in the last one as part of a stage.
Arena thingy.
Anyways,
that's good stuff.
Let's take a break. When we come back,
we'll do more.
Yeah, we'll do more.
That was the worst tease I've ever heard.
When we will. When we come back, we'll talk some more into these microphones.
Yeah, much better.
How's that, Matt?
That was probably worse, but whatever.
Okay.
Probably, or it was. I feel like if you're gonna be judging us, you need to fucking let us know.
And break time. Welcome back to Good Enough. Guys, do you remember last year for E3 when we came back and we learned that we had been followed the entire time?
Yeah, I do, because I remember how he showed up at my front door.
Yeah, that's right. He crashed with you.
Him and his buddy were like living in your house, right?
So I definitely remember that.
How long were they there?
Oh, man. They claim squatters' rights, so
a while
I'm
then.
still in a legal battle with them.
Oh my God! Yeah, dude. What was that guy's name?
Well, I know it because I have it on all kinds of subpoenas. And
Yeah.
His name was Chaggs Shrugbrush.
Shrugbrush?
That's his last name.
Interesting. So what's the status of your legal battle with them then?
Well, we definitely. Well, I've gotten a restraining order, and the court has sent.
Bro. Hey.
Oh, fuck me.
Hey, bro.
I'm not gonna respond to him. So.
Bro, I'm talking.
I know. What, Chag? Or Chuggs?
My name's Chad. My name's Chad, bro.
Whatever, Chad.
I'm Chuggs.
Oh. God damn it.
Hey, don't diss Chuggs like that, man. Chuggs is my bro.
Guys, why are you even here? You guys should be at the apartment.
Oh, that's why I followed you, actually. You left.
I did.
You left for like a week, bro.
I did.
You didn't leave me any money.
Changed the locks, too.
I wasn't supposed to leave you any money.
You changed the locks.
No. You changed the locks on me. Just because we live together doesn't mean we're one. Like, stop saying that.
We're one. Bro, we're one. I feel you. Bro, we're best friends, bro.
Please stop.
Robbie, you and I, we go way back, precisely 1 year. We're bros.
Only because it's been court ordered.
We're bros. Listen, you went to E3. I met you at E3 because I'm a big fan of Good Enough. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, and we definitely appreciate the support.
Love Good Enough.
I don't really care for the podcast, but you had a lot of good stuff.
Hey, Chuggs doesn't care for the podcast,
Yeah,
but
I remember. Chuggs just cared about making sandwiches and chilling on my sofa.
Chuggs does what Chuggs does, man. I can't control him.
Yeah, well,
Chuggs?
If a part of what Chuggs does is leave the air on all night to quote unquote keep his balls dry,
Hey, Chuggs,
That's a direct quote.
Chuggs, You telling him you're going to keep your balls dry by keeping the air on all night?
How else am I supposed to keep my balls dry?
I mean, listen, we're crashing with him. The least you could do is sweat a little bit.
The least I could do?
Yeah.
What? You want me to sweat all over the place?
I don't want you to sweat. I don't want you to sweat, bro. I don't want you to sweat. We're bros. I don't want you to sweat. But I'm just saying, given our current living situation, wouldn't hurt.
I mean, you guys could leave. I could help you find another place.
Robbie, you kill me. Man, we're good. We're such good bros that we're able to joke around like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not. What he did to us.
I know, you left for E3.
Bros,
I was watching the press conferences and I saw you in the crowd.
I had work to do, guys.
I had to watch through your neighbor's window, bro.
Do you guys not remember when I said, hey, I have a business trip coming up. Are you guys going? And you said, business? Fuck business? Like,
I do remember. I remember that.
Yeah, fuck biz. That's our catchphrase,
Why
huh?
were you watching through the neighbor's window?
I mean, how else were we going to watch the press conferences, bro?
I stole their cable.
The neighbors?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you tell me, bro?
Chuggs, stop doing that. You can't. It costs me money every time they come out. Because when you steal it, you legit go into their house and steal their shit. Like you're not even rerouting wires or anything. You're just bringing all of their wires into my
I don't know all
apartment.
that tech stuff.
Clearly.
Yeah,
There's 60 feet of wire coming in through my window now.
Chuggs ain't no IT guy.
Oh no, Chad.
You want a
Wake
bad,
up, Chad.
You want a bad trip or what?
Oh man, sorry, I'm still coming down off of that Cheetos Puffs high.
Oh God, guys! I told you that's not Cheeto Puff dust.
What is it?
That's granulated asbestos. Stop eating it.
Well, then I will stop eating it as soon as you take it out of your pantry, bro. Why do you keep asbestos in your pantry, bro?
Again, I don't know why I have to keep telling you this, but underneath the kitchen sink is not a cabinet. That's why there's only Clorox.
That's where I put
there.
the bread when I'm done.
Yeah, Chuggs puts the bread away down there, bro.
Is that why it's tasted so Cloroxy?
It reminds me of growing up.
Oh, jeez, you guys.
We didn't have a lot growing up, so my mom would have to season our food with Clorox. She used to wring out Clorox wipes over our food.
Like it's would it be like when the waiters come by with the pepper?
Yeah, she was
how
like,
much do you tell me when to stop?
"Tell me when to stop," and she'd go through like 2, 3, 4 Clorox wipes, bro. Let me tell you.
Please don't feel like you need to tell me.
Hey, so how was E3, Robert? That's right, I learned your real name.
Yeah, again, stop going through my bills and my personal effects.
Well, you're the one that's suing us.
Yeah, we live together, bro. Come on, bro.
We only live together because of the court order, and where that court official came and stretched that masking tape down the center of the apartment. That was not my idea.
Hey, they wanted to handcuff us together. That
They
tape
did.
was the compromise.
Oh, they did, and I gladly took that compromise because I can't imagine being handcuffed to you guys. And they insisted that I had to be in the middle, so that was not going to happen.
I can imagine being handcuffed to you, Chuggs.
We have been before.
That's true. I love you,
Feet
Chuggs.
are handcuffed together right now.
Feet?
That's my ankle monitor.
Oh,
I'm not supposed to be
God.
here right now, so we got to wrap this up. I think. I don't know. I tried to get
You're
it
not
off earlier.
supposed to be here, then leave. Like
No, I
forever.
think I kind of like this place.
Yeah, this is a nice place.
Hey, you know what? It is a really nice place, and you know they definitely have more than one room.
Hey, it's me, Sam. I don't think you should. I don't think.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Robbie.
There you are.
Who are these guys?
Oh, you know our number one fans. They're like the coolest people I've met. Like,
Oh, is this that
they're
Chad?
so chill. They definitely don't leave their dirty laundry in the dishwasher. They always clean out.
Hey Sam, do you have any milk?
I mean, yeah, I've got.
milk with my sandwich.
Robbie, this guy's asking for milk with his sandwich.
Yeah, he loves milk with his sandwich. That's like Chug's thing.
That's why they call him Chuggs, bro. He's always
is this where
chugging that milk.
Is this
Yeah.
where you keep the bread?
Chug's favorite thing to do is try to chug a gallon of milk. He's always thrown up.
I've done it before.
It's his. Yeah, he claims,
No, he has, bro. I've seen it.
as does Chad.
I've seen it, bro. Yeah. So, Chuggs, if you notice, or I noticed some milk in the fridge earlier. Go for it, man. Get some milk.
Yeah, Chug's handle, bro.
Why don't you listen? Try it. Let's try it. Try to chug your milk. Try to chug your milk. Let's see
Chuggs.
it.
All right.
Chug.
No, don't, please. It's gonna be disgusting. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it.
It's doing.
Halfway done. Halfway done.
This is about where he has trouble.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, he just burped and a little bit came out. Oh no.
Oh, he sucked it back up,
He
bro.
slurped it back
oh,
up.
nasty. He done it. Keep going.
Oh.
He's not.
He did it.
Oh,
He did
I
it.
told you guys.
he did it. Dang.
Hey,
What a.
Sam, you need more milk.
God damn it.
It's all right, Sam.
Look at that's how he earned his name, Chuggs.
Yeah.
That's right.
Way to
So
go.
it's Chugsing milk.
So me and Chuggs together make a Chaggs. Remember that from last year?
I do.
Yeah.
Also, that night I walked in on you guys were a Chaggs. Not good.
I don't remember that.
Oh boy.
I think that was the night that you attempted the 2 gallons at the same time.
Oh no.
One
I
was
remember
goat
that.
milk.
I remember that. Ew. Chuggs, I remember that.
I do, yeah, I remember that now.
That was pretty
gross.
That was pretty bad. That was a gross.
Hey, Sam, is this room all right for me?
No.
Yeah. Just make yourself at home.
No.
All right, I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, take a nap, Chugs. You seem tired.
No. What?
It was a long trip back. I had a long trip back from LA, so you should relax.
Who's that guy in the hallway?
He's just gonna take a nap, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be out of here. He'll be out of here in no time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuggs likes to sleep. He sleeps for like 7-8 days at a time.
Yeah. But that's only because he stays up for 14.
Yeah, he stays awake for 14 hours, but then he will sleep for like
14 hours?
14 days, I mean, and sleep for like a full week after that.
Yeah, and his second favorite hobby behind chugging milk is chainsaw wood carvings, which he does if he's awake, he's out there just carving with that wood with that chainsaw.
Beautiful logs are out on the front lawn.
And my bro Chuggs, man, he's a beautiful, talented artist.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful Bud Light sign out there. It looked like it was carved.
He likes to take inspiration from various pop culture things.
He calls Bud Light his muse. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just overheard that. While him and Chad were talking. God, fuck my life.
You know a lot about these guys.
Yeah, I've been living with them for the last year. I know too much about these guys.
I don't want them, Robbie. I don't want them to.
Yeah, so
I don't want them to be moving in here.
oh no. What makes you think that? Yeah, Chad, just in the other room, yeah.
See, I just saw Chad go down the hall into my bedroom.
Yeah, that wasn't very much luggage. That's just his day luggage. That's just the luggage he carries around, like just on the daily.
It's like 4 or 5
Carries it around with him?
suitcases.
Yeah, 4 or 5 suitcases tied together
Yeah.
and pulled like a train. No, I know.
Like a train.
That's his daily.
Oh my god. Well, you know,
Chad sweats a lot and he needs to change a lot.
gotcha.
That makes
gotcha.
sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, listen, I'm gonna try to get them out of here. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to quickly run out of the house and just peel out. Okay. But don't think that that's like me trying to ditch Chag and Chugs here with you. You know, I'm telling you now that I'm going to do it, so it's not going to be weird when I do it.
I hear that chainsaw going off in there.
Yeah.
Is
He
he?
also sleep. He needs it to be. He needs it on for him to sleep.
White
Sleep
noise?
chainsaws?
No, he just needs 15 on
Sleep saws.
to yeah. And I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
sawing-
Saw is ready.
He's sawing logs.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that, Matt. Stupid. Okay, we're about out of time. You guys gonna go unwind after your E3 extravaganzas?
Extravaganza.
Yeah, I need a nap.
Good. Well, thanks. I'm glad you guys are home safe, and we will continue our podcast next week.
We will. We did it.
We did it.
We did it. We've put out 4 episodes in the last week.
GE3.
This will be the 4th in a week.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
Are you guys tired of us? Hope not, because we're coming back.
Yeah.
We only do like one a week.
I know, but we overloaded
We did
them.
3 for this week, but whatever.
I mean, Monday to Monday, I feel like that counts as 4.
Oh, good
It's
point.
true.
Good point.
No, our loyal listeners will love it. Will love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
our
Lord.
loyal listener,
Yeah. Oh,
Letty,
Letty, shout out to Letty.
my cousin Letty.
I need to go get Chad and Chuggs out of here.
Yeah, and I'm just, like I said, when I run out of here, it's not weird because I already said I'm going to do it. Therefore, you know it's coming. And bye.
Oh, he ran away, dropped his microphone. He's peeling out. He almost ran over that kid in the street, and he's gone. He gave me the finger. He gave the finger as he was driving away. Outstanding.
It's just his normal thing, though.
True. Do you think he was trying to leave Chad and Chuggs here?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I'm going to go take care of that. Thank you for listening, and we will be back next week.